Good evening. In this video, I'm going to be turning one of your guys' drawings into a body paint. I'm also pretty sure I have patches of pink on my face still. I was painting with pink earlier. May or may not have been my hat. I mean, I don't know. We're going to be making ourselves black and white today. Inspired by Squeebush's drawing. I like the mix of the black and the white, of the color, of the shatter. I've made myself into black and white, I've made myself into rainbow, I've made myself shattered, but I've never made myself a black and white shattered rainbow. Sounds like a good time. If you'd like to submit your drawing or artwork to possibly be turned into a body paint into one of my most favorite series ever, you can use the hashtag MadeUPaint on Twitter and Instagram. I'll also put more information at the end of the video. If you enjoy watching me put paint on everything imaginable, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting this video at 11 o'clock at night. Ignore my hat mark. To start off, I'm gonna throw on some foundation per usual. Now, while I do have gray body paint, I'd rather mix together black, white, and a little bit of brown because I don't want to make myself too blue, and not that gray body paint by itself will make you blue, I just prefer to mix it myself. I might use a little bit of the gray body paint, but overall I'm going to be mixing together black and white to get the shade of gray that I would like and paint myself gray. Now obviously, anything that's gonna mess with it looking grayscale is gonna be anything that's color. My hair, hands, my eyeballs. But for right now, I wanna add some of the eye makeup that she has on, as well as fill in my eyebrows a darker gray. I'm also gonna use a second brush to give myself more of a cat eye shape for the eyeshadow, since she seems to have that shape going on. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you guys know this trick. Now, although she's not drawn with bottom eyeliner on, I lined my entire eye because I wanted to try to avoid having any sort of color. I didn't want to have the pink from my waterline in there. Obviously, you're not going to be able to change that your tear duct is, I was going to say green! Oh my god. And I still have to fill in my eyebrows a darker gray. I'm also going to fill in my lips the same color as my eyebrows. And fill my lips in solid, that way I can have a little more of a sketchy kind of look to them. On to the shatters. For all the shatters throughout the look, I'm also going to continue to take the same gray that I've been using just to generally sketch in where I want the shatters to go. What is going on? What? I'm being serious, the table's not moving, and my camera's not moving. Does anybody know what's going on? I'm sure I'm gonna fix this, but in the comment section, does anybody know what's going on with my camera right now? I have never had this happen. Nothing is moving. My camera's not moving, my desk isn't moving, like nothing is moving. And look, it's getting worse. That's not me. That was really weird. I just had to import all of my footage, and then I formatted my memory card again, and now it's not doing it anymore. I'm not saying that my camera is haunted. All I'm saying is that this camera might not be able to stay in my house. This whole video might have to go. I'm sorry. That was really weird. Let's move on. Okay, now I feel like I'm hearing things. This is not good. I don't like this at all. Things are getting spooky. It's not October. I'm going to continue to add the cracks throughout. Who are you gonna call? Someone else on YouTube? I'm so freaked out. Normally I record like in pieces. You know, like I stop the camera and start the camera, but for this video, I'm recording every single bit of it just in case, I don't know, my lights start flying across the room or something. I am having this documented. Squeebush, I have to say, I'm really glad you didn't draw like a voodoo doll or something, or else I would be losing my mind. So when you stop being afraid of your camera, you can then take the colors that are in the reference photo, such as red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple, and you can fill in those sections. I'm gonna be using body paint, but I'm also gonna probably blend some of those colors together using a little bit of eyeshadow. This could also be done purely with eyeshadows, but if you're going to just use eyeshadows, I would put primer down first in those sections. Now that we have all of our colors laid down, which is a nice gradient across, I'm just gonna go in with a very little amount of white body paint and blend it into certain spots to create those highlights in the reference. Now going back in with dark gray eyeshadow, I'm going to define each little section and kind of shade in the middle of some of the shatters. This will also give it more of the effect that there's different pieces as opposed to it just being lines. Squeamish, we've had a very interesting time here together today. And despite the haunting of my camera, here is your drawing in body paint. I truly hope that you like it. I love the way that this turned out, not only because it's a beautiful drawing, but also what Squeamish has to say about it. Allow me to read. Squeamish says their drawing represents creativity. Even though it's a beautiful thing, sometimes it can be painful for us to express, which is why I portrayed it as the skin being a delicate shell that is shattered and cracking apart to let the colors shine through. I am submitting this to be turned into a body paint on your channel. In Squeamish, all haunting jokes aside, honestly, I love that you put thought and emotion into your drawings, and I hope you continue to do so for the rest of your life, because when I started drawing and when I started art, that was the reason, was for me to express my emotions and express my creativity, and I was able to paint and draw my life in the form of characters. And I know how much drawings and paintings can be something that's very much your baby, so thank you for allowing me to create your artwork on my body. If you would like to submit your artwork to possibly become a body paint on my channel, make sure you use the hashtag MadeUPaint on Twitter and on Instagram. And all artwork submitted must be your own. Between being haunted and having Squeamish here pull up my heartstrings, it's also 2 o'clock in the morning and I need to go to sleep. I also just want to say a quick thank you to everybody that leaves so much love on my channel, and especially leaves so much love for these artists. It warms my heart, and it just makes my day to see our community be able to support. Like, we're just so nice. We're just so nice. Anyways, thank you and good night.